All right, 35 degrees, it's almost 9 o'clock. We're gonna head out to the park. Everything is super frosty and icy out here, so this is definitely gonna take some getting used to. So last year I used the winter as an excuse to take time away from running. So I stopped running, and then fast forward to springtime, I come out of the winter and my easy runs just didn't feel easy anymore. And that was really discouraging because I had lost so much progress. Really I had regressed the whole winter because I just didn't want to run. The few times that I did run in the snow, I kind of realized like, yeah, it sucks, it's cold at first, but eventually it does get better. And I realized that that didn't have to be a stopping point for me when it comes to running. So that's kind of what I want to do here, is embrace the discomfort. And there's a quote that I really like. I actually kind of made it up myself, so I want credit for this one. But I'm sure it's been out there to some degree. The more steps you take outside of your comfort zone, the larger your comfort zone becomes. So obviously you have your circle of comfort, and as you start to go outside of that and spend time out there in the discomfort, you're gonna get more comfortable in that. And like the more that circle grows, the more aspects of life, or in this case training, you're gonna be more comfortable in. Would I rather be sleeping in on a Saturday in bed with a huge cozy blanket? Yes. But we're out here, 35 degrees, I can see my breath. It's very cold, but I think that's the type of discomfort I want to chase. If we're gonna build to 330, we're gonna have to find ways to be uncomfortable. Or I should say, we're gonna have to find ways to be comfortable being uncomfortable. So our goal this morning is pretty simple. 4 easy miles, and for me that's going to be about 9 minutes to 9 minutes and 15 seconds per mile. All right, just finished that run. 4 miles, 8 minutes, 42 seconds per mile. And the weird thing is, like, I didn't even look at my watch past like mile 1. I just got in a pace, started running, breathing, hitting my steps, and I just stopped looking at it. Because the point of it's supposed to be an easy run, so I kind of just ran that on perceived effort. So if it felt easy, it's fine. The last quarter of a mile, bit of a side cramp, but we were like a minute from being done, so that just kind of ended it right there. So with that time, 34 minutes total, I'm pretty happy with that effort. Yeah, weird thing too, I'm probably showing my inexperience in the colder type of weather. I started out with that thick, like New Balance fleece on, and you're cold at first, like everything hurts. And then like a mile and a half, 2 miles in, you're like really hot. So you want to take that off, and like all of a sudden you just get way colder than you thought. Like the wind picks up, and then all this is like soaked with sweat, more than you think. And then you cool down like crazy. So I'm like, screw that, I'm keeping this thing on for the rest of the run. But like now, obviously my hat is soaked. Everything's way, way warmer than I thought, and that's weird. Like if this was more than 4 miles, I would have to start out in this, or even like a t-shirt. But I don't know, it's just something that I'm gonna have to get used to as we kind of continue to get a little bit colder with these runs. The best part about the park we run at is that it's like 2 minutes from my parents' house. So I think they're out shopping or doing something, so we just helped ourselves, came right on over, and we're gonna use the hot tub. Because again, after you take off all your running gear, it's just like you just freeze so quickly. All that sweat just gets so cold, and we are like cold to the bone. So we're gonna use the hot tub since they're not here, and just warm up for a little bit, and then we got to go over our running plan and kind of what's left on the agenda. Even though our run was 35 degrees, the hot tub is 103, so we're gonna enjoy this for a little bit. Winter used to be an off season. but now it's an opportunity to grow as a runner. Adapting is all about modifying or adjusting to new conditions, and in order to do that, we need a game plan. Week 1 of our training plan is supposed to be 26 miles. And just like the last 2 marathons, if I just wake up one morning and jump right into that, I'll probably get shin splints again. Before I even start the 16-week running plan, my focus is going to be strength training. We're starting out with 2 leg days per week and a couple maintenance miles just to get things slowly built up until we have a strong foundation. After our body is stronger, our marathon plan peaks at 47 miles for our longest week, and the longest run of the build will be 22 miles. As uncomfortable as running in the cold weather can be, taking all that time off is exactly what's been holding me back from becoming a better runner. And what I've learned is that if you can identify an area of discomfort, if you can adapt and make that weakness a strength, that is exactly how you're going to achieve growth.